I don't know. I don't like getting new cars, really. I did like getting that Chevy.
Yeah.
Because my parents ended up towing the Toyota.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, they ended up giving it to, like, a scrapyard and got, I think, like, $50 for it. Which went...
And
like,
99's still good money.
Yeah. Which I guess was, like, now I think about it, went, like, to my dad. So maybe that was the cosign fee.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. But yeah, that's how I ended up with the Chevy, and I still prefer Chevy over Ford, just because Ford doesn't make a whole lot of cars anymore.
They don't.
They only make the trucks and the SUVs.
They gave us the 5-day work week, though.
That's true. But Molly is terrifying to drive sometimes because she's a big old beast.
Mm-hmm.
She's a big one, and she's thirsty, man.
Thick too.
Yes, like there's parking spots that she cannot fit in.
Thick, yeah.
Like I usually park as far away as I can because I have to have a wide berth in, and then getting out of parking spots is hard sometimes too.
Right. No, you're absolutely right about the rivalry, because in high school, because my parents bought mostly Ford vehicles.
Oh.
We had one.
No.
We had one. Yeah, seriously, and even in the mid aughts, there was the rivalry was still a thing because we had Fords and we had one Chevrolet truck. And be like, okay, well, we have our main vehicles a Ford, but the truck, and they let me drive the truck. Well, that's a Chevrolet. Like,
Yeah, it's like, okay, yeah. Yeah.
I'm like, who the hell cares? It's a car. It's me from A to B. I don't care.
Yeah, but no, there's that rivalry. And rivalry. I said rivalry.
It is so bizarre. And yeah, what was your first car, Pork?
That was my first car.
Mine was a Honda.
What was your first car?
Mine was a Honda, actually. It was nice. I was lucky. It had a lot of miles on it, but Hondas go forever.
That's true.
Did the AC work?
It worked.
Nice.
So I was happy.
Hooray! That's great news. That's great news.
So, no, my very first car.
Yeah, we got to get to that.
I shared it with my brother Patrick because he's like 18 months older than me. We're what they call like Irish twins.
Yeah.
So we both put in $250 for a $500 car. I actually ended up wrecking this one, but it was a 1987 Chevy Nova. It was champagne, the whole body of the car, with a red trunk.
Okay, that sounds like C-3PO. Remember he had the red leg in the new Star Wars movies?
Yeah, so it was the whole car with the red trunk. It obviously wasn't that car. It did run, the AC run. You had to start it like 15 minutes before you wanted to go anywhere and let it sit or it would stall out, even though it was an automatic. The radio...
It's 2023, and this is our 12th anniversary. I think we need to officially say, your stories make us sad.
They make me really happy.
You have sad stories. You got chairs that need 2x4s. You got radios that don't work. Put the boombox in the back with the D batteries.
That was my second. That's what I got to replace this one.
Oh my God. That replaced it. How bad was this one?
So this one, the radio was kind of like an issue. Like the power button, the on and off button was not there. But what we learned was there was a piece of a curler, like a hair curler, that like you snap it in. It looks like a little U. It looks like honestly like a Lego hand. Okay.
Okay.
And we learned that was the perfect size.
Sure.
To put it in and out to like power the radio. And because we sometimes would get in arguments when, one of us was driving or whatever, the thing we would do is we would turn the radio off with the curler thing and throw it in the back of the seat so that the radio wouldn't work. And like the other one have to go dig it out. It's like, no, we're not listening to anything. But yeah, that one ran until I wrecked it. And the seatbelt.
Sounds like it was a big loss to everybody.
It ran. I mean... If you can't see like a pattern here, like our parents did not let us drive their cars.
I got that.
We buy it ourselves. And so when I wrecked it though, the seatbelt didn't stop. Like it didn't catch me. And I ended up...
I'm sorry, I shouldn't laugh. This is when you got to a wreck.
Yeah, no, so I ended up cracking the windshield with my head.
I think you've told this story. I want to say I've heard this one.
I don't know if I've heard this one.
And, well, so I had to go, like, to the doctor, obviously, because I was underage. And you can't...
Because you cracked your face on a windshield.
Well, no, here's the thing. There was no... Like, I wasn't bleeding or anything.
Yeah.
I had a blink moment. I remember that. because like the
So like a knocked out kind of moment.
like it was like a quick like in out and in and out. And I remember I got out, I was like, asked the lady, "Are you guys okay?" Blah blah blah. Because I rear-ended her because she didn't have on her blinker and she was turning at a part in the middle of a curve. So I came around the curve.
You came around with blood on your head. Are you okay?
I had nothing. I had nothing. Like I didn't realize it was my head that had cracked the windshield until later. And so she has like 2 children in there and they're little like karate geese. I'm like, "Are you guys okay?" And next thing I know, she goes and she has them run to the house. It's like right next to where she was turning, change, and then come back and lie on the grass. And by that time, the police came, and the police had a lot of sympathy for me because this lady was clearly clearly trying to scam me, and she was driving a Saturn.
Okay.
And so while my whole front engine block had moved up, her car had like a bumper problem, like because they're made out of plastic.
I was silent because I was about to get mad. Like, did you get in any kind of trouble for that? You didn't. So clearly,
no.
This woman was insane.
Yeah, no, she was like my
Yeah.
my insurance was like, "Do not talk to her. This lady's crazy."
This lady's crazy.
And so the police ended up citing her too.
Oh, good.
Yeah, so she couldn't get as much she wanted from my insurance, and like I was the only one that went to the hospital. And they ran like all the things to look at your brain, like nothing. And my mom was like, "I always knew you're hard headed."
You made it.
I made like nothing.
Nailed it, man. Literally, you nailed
And
your
then
brain.
I had to put my 200 down on the Toyota.
Sure.
See, Ramblers that's a Dodge, isn't it? A Rambler. It's a really
I think
old car.
so.
Okay. Yeah, my aunt told me about her first car. It was a Rambler.
You rambling, man?
Well, she liked to tell the story because you could see the road through the floorboards of this car.
Wow.
Yeah, and I
Were
heard.
you supposed to?
Which aunt?
No.
by the way?
Oh, okay.
No, they don't make cars. They don't make
yeah.
real Flintstones kind of cars.
Well,
they don't
I mean, I didn't know if it had like plexiglass or something.
Which aunt?
like one of those see-through boats or whatever that they put
Yeah.
on the ocean. No, they don't have cars like that.
I need answers. Which
It's
aunt?
a pretty car, yeah. Which aunt?
The good aunt that lives in Texas.
Oh, okay.
Oh, nice aunt.
Yeah,
Yeah.
nice aunt.
But she just liked to tell it because her dad would tell her like,
Great car.
if
nice car.
if you look at that car at the right angle, it looks like a Mercedes, and it was
Oh wow.
yeah. He just had a sense of humor about being able to see the
I
road.
was about to say, is he blind or
No.
Okay.
He just had a good sense of humor about it.
Well,
and I think she had another car. It was a Mustang, but it didn't have a reverse.
Oh,
So you had to
no.
like park it really specifically just so you wouldn't have to use the reverse.
Yes, that would
bad-
be really hard.
Too bad you didn't have that problem. You could have added that to the collection.
No, I mean once the knob fell off, I still had the knob. Like just had to push it. It just wasn't as comfortable.